When I was young, the first time I was actually confronted to AI was with Super Smash Bros. 64. I was trying to understand the system. How could a Nintendo 64 beat me at my video game? Plus, it didn't have any patterns like other video games. And years later, I discovered MidJourney, an AI capable of creating an image. And hell, it is beautiful. I don't know if it's really creating an art from nothing or it blends multiple pictures on internet based on your prompt. I don't know, and we are not gonna talk about this part today. I wanted to know if I could remake an AI image in Blender by myself. Can I beat this AI just like I did when I was 4 years old? Disclaimer, I want to be super clear about the fact that I'm gonna try to replicate the image and not pretending that I succeeded. I may fail just like I may succeed. So I had to choose a theme, a subject. I think I'm more experienced in environment than anything else. I also need something that it's not gonna be too big, like I don't have time to model a castle. So I'll go with a house on the lake. Something clear and simple. I had the choice between 4 pictures and I was hesitating between the top right and the bottom left, but I was feeling it more with the bottom left. I like the colors more than the other one, and I like that the house was a little smaller. Upgraded the image and it gave me this. By the way, it is my only and first try for this challenge. I did not try to make this image before. I started to model the house with a really simple shape. Made an entrance using a boolean modifier, and I made the rooftop using an array. Next, I did the basic shapes of the terrain based on the image. Boolean again to create this hole in the wall. When I use Blender, I don't like to work step by step. So, layout, modeling, texturing. I don't like that. I like to do everything at once. So right now, I want to know if my house is gonna look good. So I go to Quixel Bridge and choose a bunch of textures. One for the wood and one for the rooftop. Actually, that's 2 textures, but anyway. What I like to do with some textures is giving them some depths. So I make some cuts between the wood planks and I extrude the faces. This way the wood doesn't look like an old Xbox 360 game. After that, I downloaded leaves textures because I wanted to recreate this yellow garage effect on the planks, but there was no textures like that, so I had to go with the leaves. Don't worry, I'll fix them later. Created a fence real quick and created this. I don't know, I think it's like a wood duck, I don't know. After that, I worked a lot on the fog. I tried making a volume cube, but I wasn't getting the right thing. Then I did a mist pass and it gave something, but a volume cube looked better, so I went back again with the volume cube and I added a sun in the background to help me with the fog. Because yes, the original image, the lighting is kind of not working because the house is lighted from the left side because the right side is darker. But we can see the glow from a light source behind the trees, so it's like impossible that the source doesn't light the right side of the house. Anyway, I finally did my fog. It's not complete, but it works for now. I put a color ramp in my volume cube so that the right side is more like bluish than the left side. Then I attack the trees. For my trees, I like to use the free Blender plugin, Sample Tree Gen. You can create a lot of trees with that, so I tweaked it. By the way, don't be shy to play with the settings. You can really go for hours with this add-on. I gave it colors, I made some variation, and I put a hair system on my planes. Did some weight painting so that the trees will not spawn behind the hills. And it's kind of looking generic here. I don't know why, but the top of my trees were kind of weird, so I modified them a bit. I added some giant trees in the backs to match the original image. Added some on the left, and I created a little village with 7 or 8 blocks and some strung lights. Again, after that I tweaked a bit my fog to match it more with the original image, and I did correct the garages on my house. Now, I think you can do this in multiple ways, but all I had to do was making a noise textures. Now that I'm okay with all of that, all I have to do is press render, go to Topaz Studio, and get this AI look. It's tough here because I want to have an abstract look, because when you zoom in on an AI image, it doesn't always look right, so I want this effect, but not too much. So what I'll do is give multiple impression filters and lower the opacity. But I also don't want it to be blurry, so I added sharpen filter. I will also color correct the image. By the way, I'm not real good at color correct, so please don't laugh. And I'll go through Photoshop to get this blue color on the right side of the image. And I'll also darken the house's wood. And here we are. I know it's not perfect, it's really not the same image. I really had a hard time getting the same lighting on the house, but I think it gives the same vibe. So what did you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments, and you can also subscribe and like. It really gives me motivations. I really plan on making more videos. By the way, there was no video like for a whole month or 2 because multiple reasons. I had a huge flu. I don't know what that was. It wasn't COVID. It was like 2 whole weeks of like huge pain. I've also been learning Substance Designer, which is a software to create materials. And I love it. For now, I love it. And Also, another reason, a big, huge reason, this huge masterpiece. Like, I've been playing this game for a whole week. I did 100%. I have no trophy left to win. Yeah, so this took a whole week of my life. So that's why there was no video. I really plan on making more videos, and I also have a huge project like for YouTube. Maybe it's not as huge as you will think, but for me it's like a huge first project. I don't want to give too much details about it since it's like a previs thing. Okay, enough details. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video.